Today I'd like to talk to you about the Schlage B60N and the Kwikset 660, both single cylinder assemblies. These two pieces of hardware can be found at most big box stores, your local hardware store. And there are some differences between the two locks. They're not created exactly equal. First off, this unit here, it'll run you about $13 at most of the big box stores, and this assembly here will run you about $36. So when we buy a lock, we're concerned about methods of attack, and so on this lock here we're mainly going to talk about drill attacks and picking attacks. And the first difference that I see when I look at these, on the Kwikset side here we have this mounting bolt, and this is the Schlage mounting bolt right beside it, and you can see that the two are substantially different. The Schlage has a little bit more beef to it. So if somebody does a drilling attack, it's going to be a lot easier to drill these mounting bolts out. The second way that somebody could do a drilling attack on a lock is with the just going right through the front here to try to drill out the bolts. On the Schlage hardware, and by the way, the Schlage hardware is a grade 1 product, and if you're reading my blog, that explains what a grade 1 product is versus the Kwikset's a grade 3. But this will have a drill plate behind this fascia here, whereas the way the Kwikset is manufactured, there's no drill plate behind this fascia right here that surrounds the plug. So your standard drill bit is not really going to drill through a drill plate, so that's a good thing to have if you're concerned about a drilling attack. The last way that these can be attacked via drill is right through the plug itself. And this is a aluminum piece of hardware here in the center, the plug is, and it's substantially easier to drill than the Schlage, which is usually a solid brass piece of hardware. Plus, Schlage in many of the new B360Ns is putting a couple of rod bearings in here that makes drilling a lot more difficult. So something else to think about. When we look at the latches of each of these products, the latch itself on the Kwikset is made of aluminum, which again is softer than hardened steel, which this is a hardened steel latch, so more durable here. From a picking standpoint, looking at the Kwikset and inserting a pick in here, you can see that the tolerances are not very close. As we can move this cylinder back and forth, helps us to pick this lock open, versus in the Schlage it's hardly moving at all. Okay, so the last thing that I would look at on each one of these locks, inside the Schlage we have the reinforcing areas here in the cast, and so it's a nice solid piece, versus the Kwikset, which is hollow here. So when we have the Kwikset lock assembled, there's just not a lot of material there to fight against if we do some sort of a drilling or puncture type of attack. So I would certainly say that you know, a grade 3 lock is more secure than a grade 1 lock. Of course, if you're securing rent houses, rental properties, the grade 3 lock here will suffice. For my own home, I would choose a better product, which would be Schlage or something better than that. It would definitely be something grade 1. And the other nice thing about the Schlage product is that if I decide to upgrade later on the core itself, I can put a drill resistant core in here, a high security keyway in here without having to actually replace the entire piece of hardware. I'm Roger. I'm with Rekey Express Locksmith.